virtual girls' night in, and I am so excited to see all the people tonight that are watching on. And you guys, guess what? Special guest. I'm so excited. My mom is the model.
Bribery.
Thank you, Mom, so much. Thank you so much. I said, Mom, wouldn't it be fun?
Oh, sure. Sure.
So I am just so excited, you guys. And so tonight we're going to be talking about the 3D Miracle Set, and it's going to be a mother-daughter event. And how fun is this? See, you too can have fun with your mom. And you guys, my mom's actually a consultant on my team, and she's all about Mary Kate. And I tell her, I'm like, she's like my best advocate, and we'll talk about some of that later. But first things first, I really want to make sure that if you are out there watching right now, that you go on and you go to streamyard.com/Facebook, and then go into another tab and type that in. And there's just one button you have to push. And when you push that button, it's going to allow the Facebook to your comments to come in so we can see your comments. So speaking of comments, so comments mean everything to us, and we know you're there. So if you're a consultant watching or a guest watching, I would love to see that you're there, and let us know that you're there, because otherwise, you know, that way it just helps us, because otherwise it's just Mom and me, right? I can tell there's like a couple of people already there. Oh, and Laurel says, hi, Mom. And Joanne says, yay, Mom.
Hi.
Yeah, so thank you guys so much. This is going to be so fun. So tonight we are actually going to get started, but I want to tell you a couple things. So we are doing this specifically, you know, for those people out there who really need some skincare and have not tried our skincare yet, or maybe you've tried our skincare, or maybe you're a consultant and just need to learn more about our skincare. This is just a wonderful event we try and have every Friday night, and we try and mix it up a bit, but it's always at 6 Arizona time. And would love for you to just pop on in anytime. So we are giving away free prizes. And so with that, I'm going to just share my screen real quick and tell you about tic-tac-toe, okay? So what am I going to tell you? So, oops, I messed that up. Okay, hold on just a second. See, you too can do this. I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to do the application window. And then, so tic-tac-toe. What tic-tac-toe is we want you to go in and get a piece of paper, or you can write on like just a scratch paper or something like that, and get a tic-tac-toe, write a tic-tac-toe board, because that is going to be your tracking for tonight. So we want you to be able to tell us what you like, and what you what maybe you're interested in, what you can share with your consultant to see what maybe she can help you with later. And so in order to do that, this is going to keep track of everything. Okay. So now I think I can share my screen and show you, like, this is a tic-tac. Gosh, I did it again. It's not working. Okay. Never mind. You know what tic-tac-toe looks like though. Okay.
We did see it.
Okay. Tic-tac-toe. So write that on there, tic-tac-toe. And then, so when you get 3 in a row, what you're going to do is you're going to put in there tic-tac-toe, and in the chat, put tic-tac-toe. When you get a blackout, you get special prizes for tic-tac-toe and special prizes for blackout from your consultant who invited you. So if you're a guest on tonight, go ahead and put your name in there, type your name, and put in there who invited you. And if you're a consultant, go ahead and put your name and let us know, you know, whose unit you're in and who's your director. And that would be fantastic. And we would love to share this opportunity with you. So, all right. So that is that. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go into the skincare. Okay. So what we are going to be talking about tonight was actually a 3D skincare. And our TimeWise Miracle Set 3D system altogether is called the Miracle Set because it performs miracles, you guys. The 3Ds it defends against the free radicals, it delays the aging process, and it delivers results in 1 to 4 weeks. Oh my gosh, it delivers results in 1 day. So if you're sitting there tonight with the products and you have samples in front of you, take a selfie of yourself real quick, and then you're going to take one after, because it makes a huge difference. Excuse me, huge difference. Okay, so this whole system right here is actually, it's really suited for either normal to dry skin or combination to oily skin. So your consultant will get you whichever one you want. My mom, she has the normal to dry skin. And so I've given her that. And so we'll explain the difference between those. But what this is going to do is it's going to prevent, the fine lines and wrinkles. It's going to give you resiliency, luminosity, the smoothness. You're going to notice a big smoothness in your skin, and overall appearance is just going to improve. And it's just going to delay all the signs of aging. And I have noticed a difference, and I've been using this for probably 8 years now. And I wish I would have started a long time ago. Okay. I'm just saying, like, I started late. Okay. So what mom is going to do first is she's going to wash her face with the cleanser. So the cleanser, she's going to take, it looks like this. This is the 4-in-1 cleanser. And mom, if you could just scoop up that first bubble that you have there and show us on your fingers, just get kind of close to the camera, if you don't mind, and show, yep, right there.
Gotta find the camera.
Yeah, right there. Yep, you just need a little bit, and see how it's creamy? That's the creamy in the normal to dry. And she's gonna just rub it between her fingers and get a little water from the sink. And then she's gonna go ahead and go up and out with her product all over her face. Okay, and then she's gonna, not in your eyes, but you can go over your nose, your mouth, your forehead, and you can do little circles. But we're also, and then you could go on your neck down here and around the sides. This is your, this is a cleanser that you're going to do day and night. Okay. Twice a day. We want this twice a day. And so now get the Skin Vigorator brush. Now that you have that on your face and you get that brush, you guys, this brush is amazing. It's sonic and I love it. It is so nice. Like, if I have to bring it with me when I travel. And so you hit the button and see, did you get it wet, Mom?
Yeah.
Get it a little wet. And then
better.
Yeah. So now just turn it on, and then you don't have to move it real fast. Like, go slow. Just go slow and stay in one place for
Wow. This is different from the other one.
Yeah. So just go real slow. You really want to go slow because it's sonic. And so it's the vibration that's going to take all the dirt out of your face. So going slow is important. You want to spend, equivalent amount of time on each area, in your cheeks, on your head, on your chin. And it goes for a minute. And then after a minute, it automatically turns off. This Skin Vigorator brush, oh my goodness. So it's got a USB plug in there that you can charge it with, and it lasts, I don't know, probably like 3-4 weeks. The charge lasts a long time. And then the heads on it are replaceable. And so you can get new replacement heads. If you wanted, I would say maybe every 2 months, maybe. It just depends on how often you use it. Okay. And so you want to get different heads too. If different people are using it, you can always swap it out. And so see how she's going. Now that's going to clean your face like 85% more than just using your fingers. So I keep this in the shower. It's waterproof. I have it in the shower. It's ready to go. I have my cleanser and I have that Skin Vigorator brush right in my shower. I put the cleanser on just like what Mom's doing, or you can do it just like what she's doing at the sink at night. So it's really up to you. And so see how how does that feel, Mom?
It was great. I like the bigger brush from the other one, the previous model.
So,
yeah.
So our Skin Vigorator brush got an upgrade last year, and it was a smaller head and it turned, and this one is sonic. And you guys, the price point on this is $75. I mean, it's just, comparably speaking, if you were to go look at others, so much more expensive. Okay. So Mom, go ahead and get your warm cloth and go ahead and wipe that off. So in the shower, you would just, rinse off, but at the sink, you're going to get a warm cloth and go ahead and wipe that off. And then the 4-in-1. So yeah, look, oh yeah, see that washcloth? That comes free with the charcoal mask. If there was limited edition, so as supplies last, so hopefully your consultant still has one, but you can ask her about it if you buy a charcoal mask. So the 4-in-1 cleanser, the 4-in-1, it cleanses, it exfoliates, it tones and brightens. Okay, it's got little exfoliating beads in the cleanser, and so it acts like an exfoliator when you're wiping. And then so it takes off dead skin and it really brightens your skin. And altogether, the whole system is all age defying, twice a day. Okay, so that's the cleanser.
Can I pat my face dry?
Sure. Yeah. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we are going to go to the hydro patches. And the hydro patches, oh my goodness. Okay, if you have not tried the hydro patches, they are amazing. So this is a hydro. She's going to go ahead and put 2 of them on. That's like a teardrop. You're putting the small end on the inside and the large end to the outside, just like what she's doing right there. And so this one you could use, 3-4 times a week or daily if you wanted to. It's really up to you. But what this is hydro patches is water suspended in a gel matrix. And they're saturated in a formula that delivers the benefits to the skin. And it's really fun and easy to use. So it's kind of like a smile under your eyes. And then they're designed to stay in place. So they don't only deliver the ingredients, but they stay put and they lock on. Like you put it on and you can walk around. So some people like put them by their coffee pots and then just put them on to remind you like, hey, they're there. So you put them on and you leave them on for about 30 minutes. And then it's going to really give your eyes a pick-me-up, and it's going to reduce the puffiness. It's going to fill in some of those fine lines. And you guys, when you get these patches for the first time, make sure you take a super, super uncomfortable close-up of your eyes first, because the first time I used them, total difference. I saw little fine lines like disappear right away in first use. You're going to get addicted. So those are the hydro patches. Love them. So, and they come in this jar there's 60 in a jar. Okay. And my jar is getting a little low, but you see that there's 60 in there. Okay. And so you can use these as often as you can, a couple times a week. And so we like to multitask, right? So how many of you out there love multitasking? Okay. Sometimes we don't really like multitasking quality-wise, but our products multitask. So 4-in-1 cleanser, 4 steps in one. No toner. You don't have to go get another toner. 4 steps. Now we're going to do a charcoal mask on top of doing the patches. Multitasking at its best. Okay. So mom, what you're going to do is you're going to take your silicone brush right here. Yep. And go ahead and paint around the eye patches, not touching the eye patches. You can just skip through that and just put a light layer all over your face, and that'll go on your forehead. It'll go on your cheeks, and you just want to do like a reverse raccoon. You don't want to get it on your eyes, around your eye area, and don't put it on your lips. But you can put it like on your nose, cover your whole nose. The nose is usually the best place to put the charcoal mask, because most people's nose, no matter how your skin is typically oily or has a lot of toxins that need to be pulled out of there. So speaking of what charcoal mask, here is our Clear Proof Acne line. Okay, Clear Proof Acne line. And so this is great for any of your kids that have acne, or for yourself. I use it 3-4 times a week. It's an excellent exfoliator that takes off toxins. So what you're doing is you're going to put this on, and then the charcoal acts like a magnet, and it's going to pull out all the toxins out of her face. And you're going to see it dry into a gray, like a clay type of look. Okay. And that gray clay will be the evidence of whatever is coming out of your skin. So there'll be little white dots where there's white heads that are forming that you can pull, that they're just going to literally pull out of your skin. And then there's going to be little gray dots, little black dots where the blackheads and little oil spots are. Okay. And so that's how you're going to be able to tell it's working. And this is another way to tell, like, how is my skin all the way around? I love the fact when I did this the first time, I was like, you know what? I thought I was oily all over, but you guys, I was only oily technically in my T-zone, and my cheeks were actually pretty good. And so I realized I can multi-mask. So now what I do is I put a moisturizing mask on my cheeks and I put the charcoal mask in my T-zone, usually a couple times a week. Okay. But every once in a while, I'll put the mask all over. Like you've seen me on Friday nights. I'm usually the model. I'm really jealous right now, by the way, because I normally mask on Friday nights, Mom. And so now you're masking.
Yes,
So now
I am.
I have to wear a mask. You did a great job. It looks wonderful.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay.
It looks great. So you're typically going to want to sit. Yeah, Mom, you can sit down for a sec if you want.
Thank you.
Yep. Oh, I forgot to put up the little the banner. We put the charcoal mask on. So you're typically going to want to leave this on for about 30 minutes. Tonight, we're not going to leave it on for 30 just for the sense of time, but that's what you want to do it 2 or 3 times a week. So you're going to love, love, love that. Let me see. Let me just check into the comments. Oh, hi, Melissa. She says, go Trish and Mom. Hello. She says, I use those all the time. Thank you guys so much for your comments. I love that. I love the comments. So, okay. So while we're sitting here, you guys, so let me just tell you a little bit about me and Mary Kay, because if you're a guest out there right now and you're wondering, what is this Mary Kay stuff? And I've heard about it. And the first thing you're probably thinking, in fact, if you're a guest out there, just type in, what's the first thing you think about when you think about Mary Kay? Because I will tell you the first thing I thought about with Mary Kay was my great grandmother's house and her bathroom smelling like our extra emollient night cream, because my aunt used to sell it literally like probably 40 years ago. Oh my gosh. So Mary Kay's been around for 57 years. We just celebrated our 57th anniversary this month. And I have to say, I feel like really I'm lucky. And Mom, I don't know if I've told you this or not, but you had me in a wonderful month. In September, you had me because in September is also Mary Kay's anniversary, which is September 13th. And so I celebrate my birthday and Mary Kay's anniversary in the same month. And I absolutely love that. And also it is my anniversary for starting my Mary Kay business 7 years ago is September. I started my Mary Kay business on September 30th. I used to be in the Air Force. I just retired early from the Air Force. Mary Kay retired me probably about 10 years early from the Air Force. Oh my gosh, 10 years early. I'm like, what? You got to be kidding me. Like, I would have never expected that coming out of my starter kit, right? But so when Mary Kay found me 7 years ago, I was taking my daughter to the zoo. And I met somebody who from Mary Kay was out there, and I spun a wheel and she came over to my mom's house and we tried the product. And then I was just hooked. I was hooked on the product for like a year. And then my consultant told me she was trying to promote herself. And she's like, do you mind listening to the business opportunity? So I was like, oh my gosh. She's like, I only need one more person and I'm going to be a director to promote myself. I'm like, sure, I'll do that. That night, you guys, September 30th, I joined. September 30th. So there's another September date. I joined September 30th. And you know what? October 1st, 2013. I don't know if you guys remember what happened. Government shut down. I worked for the government. I had to go home. I was like, what? I'm going home. I was telling my husband, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? I can't believe this. I don't know what I'm going to do. And I'm like, I know I can spin a pizza like nobody can, right? And I know I can serve cocktails like nobody can. And that's what got me through college. And he said, didn't you start a business last night? I was like, oh yeah, that's right. I did. And so I was like, okay. I'm like, well, let's dive in. So I dove in, you guys, and I am so glad I did, because that decision, that one little $100 decision that I did, which is, cheaper options today and more better and lots better options today that I'll explain later. But that one little decision changed the rest of my life. It changed my daughter's life. It changed my family's life forever. forever. I had no idea that now I was going to have the flexibility to be home with my daughter while she's at home during this COVID, while she's doing distance learning. I had no idea that I was going to be able to be home while my 90-year-old grandparents need help because they want to continue living from their house. I had no idea that my mother-in-law was going to be coming over to my house and staying during COVID the first 3 months so we could take care of her and she could be safe and healthy and not, get exposed to anything. You guys, blessings come in different packages every day. And I had no idea when I went to the zoo and spin that wheel and gave myself the opportunity to say yes to somebody offering me something new, that would make me sit right here and have my whole life just changed completely and retired from the military about 10 years early. And my mom will tell you, I'm probably the last person you would have ever thought would start a cosmetic and skincare business, right, Mom?
Right. Couldn't get her with makeup, couldn't get her with dresses, none of that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dresses. I never wore a dress. Never wore a dress. None of it. I never did any of it. But you guys, what I loved about this was they showed me how to do skincare. Sammy was my recruiter and my friend now. And she showed me how to do my skin. Mom and I both learned together. We learned how to be better with our skin. We learned how to do makeup together, and we're learning this together. And I thought, you know what? If somebody can teach me, I want to teach others. And so in the military, I became an officer because I wanted to be in a position to help others and lead others to help them with their goals. And the same thing, that's exactly what Mary Kay does for me. Mary Kay is that same thing. I promoted myself last year in September. I got promoted to be a director. And now I can pay this forward and just love on women and give them the same opportunity that I had. Because you know what? I'm not being selfish about it. And there's no secret about Mary Kay. And if I was to think back to my grandmother's bathroom to say that would change my life forever, that smell would change my life from that familiar, like wonderful smell, I would have never guessed. And so here we are, like literally 7 years later, and I can't even tell you. But one of the best things about this is the friends I've made along the way. I will tell you, I love all the friends I've made along the way that just, reach out and are so true to you. And the culture behind Mary Kay is it's all positivity. I'm bringing my daughter up in that positivity. And, like she hears all the positive, that we're doing, and they just drive more positivity. So the culture is really important about where people, people stay in Mary Kay because of the culture, but how it's changed me in my life. But also, I mean, another reason why people come into Mary Kay is obviously for the money. I was able to go and replace my income, and that's what I'm working on right now, from what I was making, and I'm going to exceed it. I'm going to exceed what I was making. I was maxed out at the Guard where I was working, and so I'm going to exceed that and then some, and then be able to just build my own schedule and build my own paycheck. If I want a paycheck and I want to go somewhere and do something, I write my own paycheck. We can have inventory or not. See the inventory behind me? That's totally optional. It's totally optional. I want to provide customer service, so it's there. So if you're one of my clients on this or my guests, I would love to help serve you, because I can serve you now when everything else is closing. You guys, our competitors, our biggest competitor actually is Amazon, because it gets things to people really fast. Don't ever buy skincare. It's okay. I'd say it's a recommendation not to buy skincare or anything that you ingest on Amazon, because that could, just don't know where. There's a lot of knockoffs out there. So don't ever buy Mary Kay anywhere else but from a consultant, because if it's not from a consultant, it's probably a knockoff. Okay. So anyway, customer service, you can have this inventory. Everything's closing. A lot of the brick and mortar places are closing, and we are open. Our business has risen 68% in the last, 8 months since this COVID. 68%, when other skincare competitors are going down 60-some%, going down 21%. And I'm not going to, name names or anything, but we're just being, or knowing who our competitors are and stuff. And that's important to know. So, until they can get on with, hey, they're the brick and mortar out there. We are not. There's no boundaries with us. You can go anywhere. And so your consultant can help you. They can have things shipped to you. She can get things to you, and they're not closing. Okay. So I think that's just really important. So here I am 7 years later, and I just wanted to tell you that story because Mary Kay has really affected my life, but it also affects my mom's, right?
Yeah.
and we go places together now. She's on my team. We've been able to travel and do things. So it's just something to consider. So let's take a look at mom's face. If you can get in a little bit, you see how that goes gray. And you can see a little bit on her nose, little black dots, and you can see those, not like the little tiny ones. The heavier ones are just where it hasn't dried completely yet. But the other ones, that's where it's going to actually drawing the toxins right out of her skin. Okay, so mom, what you're going to do is you're going to take your washcloth again, get it wet, and then you're just going to like place it. Oh wait, first go ahead and take your eye patches off.
Oh, that would be good.
Yeah, I've forgotten a couple times too. It comes right off when you wash it though.
I bet. Okay, patches off. Warm water. I was trying to fan it so it dry a little bit more.
Yeah, so when you keep it on for like 30 minutes, it'll dry. And I just walk around with those for 30 minutes, sometimes 40 minutes. You don't really want to go on any longer than that, but and so you just you moisten it first like that, and then you can actually drag it off your face and drag it down, and it'll all come off just like that. Yep. And it all comes off really easy. So this is not a peel off. Does not have glue in it. It's just a nice, application on and then wipe off. The ones that you peel off have glue. I recommend not using those because it rips your pores when you're pulling those off. I used to use them. I used to use them like on my nose, and you have visual results, but those visual results will be damaged. It's damaged. So recommend you don't do that. Okay, so she's just gonna pat that off and wipe off that charcoal mask, and then we are gonna move to the next.
I got it all off.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Okay. All right. So the next thing we're gonna do is we are going to put on your face the 3D night cream.
Okay.
Now the 3D night cream, what this is, you're just going to dab a little bit on your fingers, and then you rub your fingers together like this. And then this is our night cream. It's very concentrated, so you don't need a whole lot. It's very concentrated. And then you're just going to go up and out, and you're going to put it not on your eyes, but on your forehead. You can put it on your neck. And then when you apply on your neck, you want to be pulling up like this because gravity pulls us down. And so you don't want to help. So we're pushing all that back. So it's going to tighten this whole area when you're doing that every day. That's kind of massaging it back. And you're not really pulling really tight. So you're just kind of massaging it in all over. Okay. Now that's the night cream. This is what you're going to use twice. Once a night. So you're going to cleanse first before you go to bed, and then you're going to put the night cream on. So our product has resveratrol in it. This 3D system has resveratrol. What resveratrol is, if you haven't heard, it's the product that's in the red grapes and red wine. And so that is an antioxidant that helps so you can have a bunch of antioxidants in when you ingest those things. Well, when you're putting on the 3D system, it has resveratrol in it. And so now you can put the antioxidants on your face while you're eating red grapes and while you're drinking red wine, and you're going to be totally covered.
I'm ready.
Okay, good. You're ready for your red wine? Is that what you're ready for?
Yes, I am. Yep. Cocktail hour.
Next one is going to be we're not going to put the day cream on her face right now because she just put the night cream on. And so, Mom, what I want you to do is just take a little dab of that day cream and put it on the back of one of your hands and just kind of rub that in a little bit. And so the day cream, you guys, has an SPF of 30 in it, or it also comes without the SPF because some people are very sensitive to the SPF. And so, yep. And you put both your hands together like that, Mom. You can maybe go up higher, a little higher. Okay. Yeah, there you go. And then kind of point them to each other. So when you're doing that, there you go, like that. So it's kind of hard to tell, but you can feel the difference. That's good, Mom. Thank you. So you want to put this on after you cleanse, and you have that SPF, and you need that moisturizer. I always thought because I had oily skin that I was not going to put more stuff on my skin because I was oily. But I have learned, Sammy taught me years ago, that this is a moisturizer without a moisturizer, you will actually create oils because your face needs it, especially in Arizona. If you're not moisturizing, your face is like, dry, I need something. So it's going to create the oil to try and moisturize your skin, and you don't want that. All of our products are oil free, so there's not any oil in them, and they're so concentrated. This whole system is going to last you about 3 or 4 months. It's amazing. Very concentrated. If you're running out of it within like a month, you better check your household and ask who's using my stuff, because your husband's probably secretly going in there, or your boyfriend or your friend or whoever, or you're just using too much. And that was another thing. If you're with us right now with samples and you're using some and it feels a little heavy, then next time use half as much, like literally half as much. You don't need hardly any. Like I barely put it here, and I just dab around to get it spread, and then I'll spread it on. And now let's go to the SPF. Oh my goodness, you guys! I just looked it up the other day. Arizona has the most reported skin cancers. When it was 2017 that I saw the report from the CDC, but it was like over 2,500 reported skin cancers in Arizona, the most out of all the country. So you guys, make sure you're using an SPF. If you don't have it in your system, in your regimen, your skincare regimen, find something, get with your consultant and find out what you can use that works for you, that we can do that. We have a CC cream with SPF. We have our day cream with SPF. We have other products that we have a foundation primer with SPF, the CC cream I said. So we have all those products. So just make sure that you get that SPF on your regimen, okay? It's very important. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is eye cream, okay? The eye cream is delicious. Okay, so Mom, I want you to take with your ring finger, because you guys, we have to use our softest finger. And our ring finger is the softest because it's the less used. And then what you're going to do is you're going to tap into that product in your tray, Mom, and then stipple your fingers together kind of like this. And then what you're going to do is you're just going to stipple on your eyes, and don't go too far up. Like try not to touch your eyelashes on the lower. And then you're just going to stipple around, and then you're going to come where that bone is right here. You're going to go down to that bone, and then you're going to come up and out where if you were not using Mary Kay, you would get these things called crow's feet. But when you're using Mary Kay, you're going to be like, what are crow's feet? Yeah, because we don't know what those are with Mary Kay, because we use Mary Kay. There's no crow's feet on my eyes. So you just put them here, and then you can come up and over your eyebrow. And then you can even go down underneath your eyebrow. At night, I put a lot of the eye cream all over my my eyelids and over the top. If you're gonna wear eyeshadow, you just want to get a feel of how your eyes react to with the eye cream, because everybody's different. Your moisture is different in your eyes, but try it for the first time, go a little light, but it'll change how your eyeshadow stays on. So based on that, just try it. But putting it on twice a day, morning and night, is eye cream. And so this eye cream is part of the 3D as well. It's all part of that 3D regimen with the resveratrol. But eye cream, you want to make sure that when you're putting stuff around your eyes, that it is for the eyes. Don't ever put stuff around your eyes that's really not meant for eyes, because what happens is you go and you put stuff in there, and it's not meant for the eyes. It's going to create like bags. It's going to, because your eyes don't have the pores to soak that in. And so it doesn't know where to go. And so it's going to sit there. The eye cream has a different type of density that's going to be thinner, and it'll be able to spread out accordingly. So make sure you're only using eye cream around the eyes. Okay. All right. So that is the eye cream. All right. So now what we're going to do is I'm just going to go ahead, and that was the whole system. Thank you, Mom, for being our model. I appreciate that. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to attempt to share my screen once more. And I'm going to show you, oh, see, there's the tic-tac-toe. And we are going to go to the new consultant options. Can you see that? You see that, Mom?
Yes.
Okay, great.
I got to put my glasses on. Yes.
Oh, that's okay. I just want to make sure because it took up my whole
Yes.
Yep. Okay. Okay. So when you're if you're interested, so if you're interested in the business, this is the new consultant options right now. You could come in for $100 and you get a starter kit and you get $450 worth of products and you get a cool bag, and it comes in with like everything you need for 30 faces. I mean, the trays, it'll come with satin hands, 2 of these formulas for both normal to dry and the combination to oily. Makeup remover, mascara, all the trays, there's samples, everything, planner, so much stuff for $100, you guys. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Like, it's crazy. And it's been $100 for years. That's how much I paid for mine. And that was 7 years ago, but it's been like that for like 50 some years. So that is, and so what Mary, that's the starter kit for the $100 kit. Now, if you want to go into, once we got into COVID, Mary Kay's so smart. They said, people are not going out and putting the product on faces. So they came out what's called an e-start kit. Well, the e-start kit gives you a website and a credit card machine, so you can just have people shopping off your website. And so that's only $30, and it gives you a website for a whole year and your credit card system. Oh my goodness, you guys, I wake up to customers and team members all the time because they're shopping on my website. So that is an option too. Or what I recommend is the $130 kit. And you could get both of those kits because we are going to come out of this pandemic. People are meeting in person, and you're going to want to do a little bit of both. So I recommend the $130 so you can do that, but that's completely up to you. Okay. Completely up to you. All right. So I'm going to stop sharing right now. And okay. So now what I'm going to show you is I'm going to show you how you can get some of these products. Okay. So let's see if we have any other questions. Oh, look at Kathy's doing the mask right now. Way to go, Kathy. That's awesome. I'm so excited. It feels good. I'm glad when people do it along with us. And you guys, that's why we do this. It really helps people learn how to do this by when they're at home, to be able to do it on their own. Okay. So I'm going to do a little share screen here. It was working for me earlier. And I did. So I guess it's not. I'm going to just share my screen one more time, and we are going to go through the, I wanted to tell you. So if you actually decide to hear more information about Mary Kay, right now we have a thing going on where you can actually win a Coach bag. So it's called Listen to Win. So if you're interested or you want to hear a little bit more about the business opportunity, talk to your consultant, and your name, just for listening to more about the opportunity, your name will go into a drawing for this Coach purse. Oh my goodness. Or $100 if you don't want the Coach purse. And so either one is fine. Okay. So the next thing I want to show you is we are going to do a little closing sheet. And what that is, I'm having some difficulties going through this for some reason. I don't know why. All right. See, anybody can do this. Before I was sharing my screen and it would come up where I would have it on the side. Like I would do a share screen and then it would have the application window there. And okay.
There we go. There we go.
Okay. So this is the closing sheet. And you guys, I'm going to tell you how you can get some of these products, but your consultant has products available. Okay. So get with her and let her know what you're interested in. And all these things, all this time we're talking about it, don't forget your tic-tac-toe board. So if you're interested in a product, you're writing that in the tic-tac-toe board. And if you're like, hey, I really want to buy one of those, then like put a circle around it or do something that shows like interest level or like, I want to try that or I want to buy that. One of the two. But as soon as you get tic-tac-toe, that's when you're going to start winning some prizes. And make sure if you're a guest on that you put your name here in the chat, because you put your name in the chat and you're going to win some prizes. We're putting in your tic-tac-toes at the very end when you send it to your consultant. And we're going to draw one of those tic-tac-toe boards to win a prize at the end. And we'll get that shipped off to you. Okay. So I'm just going to tell you about, I told you about our 3D system tonight, but we have literally like, look, there's 360. We have 7 skincare lines because the one that's not on here is for men. But I'm going to start off by telling you the ultimate product that we have, the exclusive product that we have is the repair set. And next week, if you tune in next Friday, we are actually going to go over the repair set next week. And we're going to tell you about all the steps in that. But that right there has the cleanser, day, night, eye, and the lifting serum for $205. And then the next system that we have is a naturally line. We have all natural products. You know, it's like 90%, 90 some percent derived from natural products. Love that. Nourishing oil. There's an exfoliating powder. There's a moisturizing stick. So that set is $136. And then we talked about the Miracle Set tonight. The Miracle Set is $110. You can get it in either or, the oily or the normal to dry. And then we also have botanicals. This is our botanical set. That's for the sensitive skin or the young skin. My daughter is 11 years old. She's on the botanical set. She's going to, and that's for 54 or 58, depending on what type of skin you have. If you have somebody young that you want to start getting them on skincare, this is the one to do it. They can start getting used to using skincare. There's no age-defying products in there. You really want to start age-defying probably around 20. So depending, if you have damaged skin, you're probably a little sooner. And then our last set here that's shown is 45, and that's our Clear Proof Acne line. Amazing acne line for 45. Like, are you kidding me? That is so cheap and it is so effective. So effective. I always tell a story about here recently. I gave a little to-go set for one of Angelina's friends that had pretty bad acne. And 3 days later, I saw her and I was like, oh my gosh. I said, Mom, I looked at her mom and I was like, oh my gosh, are you so happy? And you guys, the little girl, her smile was from ear to ear. The confidence that this gives people. Give people confidence as a gift. Give them some skincare. The holidays are coming. Like, I can't even tell you how happy that made me feel. Okay, so your first step is to choose your skincare. Your second step is to build your foundation set. We did a foundation, live event a couple weeks ago, and we can do another one. And so what you're going to want to do is you get to pick your foundation. You get to pick the tool that you want to use it with, and you also get a foundation primer for 54, and that's your foundation set. Okay, and then your consultant can get with you, and she can tell you how we can do color match or the foundation matching during pandemic. Like, we have great tools online to do that. Then the third piece that you want to do is add your self-care favorites. And that's all the supplements. You know, this is your main line. These are supplements, like the patches, the charcoal mask, that sort of thing. Those are your patches, you know, and then their fourth step is get something at a 50% off. You're going to get one of these skincare lines that we're talking about. Then you can get that Skin Bigger Raider brush or travel roll-up bag for 50% off. Oh my gosh, 70 for 75, and you get it half off. So, and then step 5 is just don't forget our best sellers. That's like, I'm going to go to the store for milk, and then you got this basket full of stuff, and you're like, I forgot the milk. That always happens. That always happens to me. So some of our favorite products that everybody's the best sellers are our eye makeup remover, our mascara, the translucent powder, you know, the under eye corrector, our satin hands, satin lips, and some under eye gel. Those are the things that are showing there. And so those are items. We're going to post this in our Facebook page so you see that, and your consultant can also get that to you. So I just wanted to make sure that everybody, has their has everything that they need for there. So if there's any questions, please let us know. But that is our skincare line for tonight. And please, please, please don't forget your tic-tac-toe so you can get in for a drawing after this is all over. And so, Mom, I want to tell you, you are amazing. Thank you. Thank you so much for being, it was like a last minute thing. Like I literally went over to her house about like 15 minutes before we started. And I was like, okay, this is what you have to do. And I set that up in her bathroom. You guys, she lives across the street from me. Like literally I can see her house from my house. Like we could wave and see each other. I love that. We're a little compound right here. I love that. So thank you guys for showing up tonight. And thank you, Mom, very much. How does your skin feel?
It feels great. Feels really good. And even the back of my hands where I put the day cream, oh gosh, feels really good.
Oh, good. Good. Well, I'm glad we could get you all ready for bed. So now you're all set.
I can't go out?
You can go get your red wine and go watch a movie. Snuggle in.
Yes, now I can have cocktail hour.
Yeah, exactly. Well, you guys, this was so fun, and I really appreciate you tuning in. So make sure you see us next Friday for the repair set, and we will explain that and go through that. And who knows who our model is going to be? Maybe it'll be Mom again.
Stay tuned.
That's the set that Mom uses. The set for the repair line is usually for about anywhere from 30 to 35 and up. It just depends on your skin and how it takes it. So I love that set, and we'll talk more about that next week. So anyway, you guys, thank you so much for tuning in, and we will talk to you later. And Mom, you can stay on. I'm just gonna end it, and I'll tell you how to end it once we're done. Okay?
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Bye, everybody.
Bye,
Have a good
everybody.
evening.